All right, just want to say something to you guys real quick. I don't come here very often, but it's something, as they say, as the old black folks like to say, something just came in my spirit. Actually, it's something I've been thinking a long time. Came in my spirit to share it. First of all, I want to say that I'm so proud and happy of what I'm seeing in the world and people coming out and saying, enough is enough. And I know that, there's always a okey doke, there's always an underlying whatever, but I'm so happy, with just what I'm saying. I know anything can change and it could be ulterior motives. I'm very much aware of that, but just visually what I'm saying is something, it seems like it's coming from people and it's coming from all different type of people all over the globe. And it's such a beautiful thing to see. But I want to say something about the police and police killings in general, right? And why they're so, in my opinion, this is all my opinion, it's all contestable, and I'm not here to debate nobody. It's just my opinion, all right? The reason why there's so many killings by police is really, really simple. It's really, really simple when you break it down, right? People trying to overcomplicate this shit. Excuse my expression. People be trying to overcomplicate it. There's so many police killings because technically with the Civil Rights Bill in like 1960, I don't know if it was in the mid 60s, 1965, 1966, something like that. 67, 68, something like that. There's a Civil Rights Bill which pretty much made discrimination against black people illegal, right? So a whole lot of things like, the white fountains and this and nigga go home and all that stuff had to go underground. It never stopped, but it had to go underground because, people had to because it was illegal, technically. It was illegal. You couldn't just burn crosses and you couldn't lynch people, By the way, the Emmett Till thing was in, I think, 1955. Emmett Till technically could still be around. And there are people in that era who are still alive today. So it wasn't that long ago. All right. But technically, the Civil Rights Bill, Civil Rights Act, whatever you want to call it, I think it was Lyndon B. Johnson, outlawed all of this stuff, right? On paper, right? Couldn't stop people from being a certain way, but if you're caught, you could go to jail, you could be sued, a whole lot of stuff. By the way, a lawsuit against a racism lawsuit is one of the hardest lawsuits to win, by the way, but I digress. So people couldn't be technically, outwardly racist anymore, right? And they certainly couldn't kill black people no more. However, a police officer is given the right to carry a firearm and the right to use deadly force. Okay? And there you have it. The fact of the matter is that police are given the right to kill people. So all they have to say is, he was resisting, which you hear all the time. They kill you because you black, but all the police has to say is, well, he was resisting arrest. Now, something you should know about the police is that they are by law given the right to use any force they feel necessary to de-escalate a situation. Meaning, if you're belligerent, they are literally legally given the right to kill you within reason, right? Within reason. So therefore, you see, the average white person who's a racist, and there's a lot of them, and a lot of them who are not, but the average white racist can't just run up on you and just shoot you and kill you because they go to jail and it's a hate crime and the Civil Rights Act and violating civil rights and all that stuff. But the police could just say, well, he was resisting. Kill your ass, So technically, right, if you look at the Constitution, which says that people that look like us are 3/5 of a man, right? And, if you look at the Dred Scott decision, which I'm paraphrasing, there's no laws that could be given to a white man, that could be given to a black man that a white man is bound to respect or something. I'm paraphrasing, right? All of these things are had to be like quelled, but right, they could be instituted by the police. So the average white person that's a racist can't just run up on you and kill you like they used to do back in the day, but the police can. And see, also think about it. Why do you think every time you encounter these racists, male or female, they're always on the phone, what they call the Karen thing. Like, they're always on the phone calling the police. Because what they want to do is inflict harm on you, but they know they can't. Oh, but the police can, and they'll get away with it. That's why they work so hard, right? For years and years and years and years and years. Every time you see these black people killing, from Rodney King, Michael Stewart, I mean, we can go back years, man. This stuff's been going on, right? It's because the police have the legal, state-given authority to enforce racism, point blank. All right, as opposed to back in the day they would have lynch mobs and they would write "nigga go home" and they had the KKK, Midnight Marauders, and all this stuff. They simply said, okay, you know what? We can't do that ourselves anymore, but we're going to have this race military to go around and do it for us. So that's, technically in a nutshell, that's why there's so much racism in these police departments. By the way, most of these police departments and these police have been infiltrated by these white nationalist extremist groups. You can look all over the internet and see people in these white nationalist groups, all on these crazy websites, and their police officers. There's also a number of police officers with white nationalist, white gang, and neo-Nazi tattoos. How can a person be allowed to be a police officer and be in any extremist organization? How can that even be allowed? Anyway, I just wanted to come and share that with you. I'm sure you guys already figured it out, but I just felt like talking. The bottom line is that police are state, city, town, federal, sanctioned racists that have the right to kill you, point blank, and they've been getting away with it for years. But now it seems like this system is slowly but surely imploding upon itself. And it may not be over in our lifetime, but it could be that we could crumble this thing within our children's lifetime. But stay the course. Stay the course. That's all I had to say, y'all. Peace.